Hello and welcome to Flippin' Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're flipping through Mad Magazine number 433, released September 2003. Cover price $3.50, which is indeed cheap. But before we do that, please let me remind you, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. That's the best way to support this channel. We're at 885 subscribers, trying to get to 900 by Easter. So please, if you haven't already, hit subscribe. Thank you so much. If you want to support me in another way, patreon.com/flippinthrough. Link is down in the description. If you think this is worth anything more than a like, a subscribe, or a comment, check it out. I give you stuff if you support me on there. Yeah. Anyway, these are the people that I get to thank for their support today. Jacqueline Gosling, Reflection of Perfection, Frank Snyder, Misamo, David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Rob Wilson, Rod Meadsbury, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Little Cozy Nostril. Thank you guys so much for the support. I hope I can keep on earning it. With that being said, let's get into business. This is Mad Magazine number 433. Also known as one of the covers that you don't remember. I pulled this out and I was like, I may as well have never seen this ever in my whole entire life. And I got this. This is from when I was a kid, my subscription back in the day. So I got this in 2003. Wait, when was it? September? Yeah, okay. No, I got this. I got this in the mail and read it. At a certain point, I was getting these delivered to me, but I didn't have, I was in the Navy, so my parents just kept them. They held on to them for me. Thank goodness, because these things are worth probably $3.50. Anyway, so it's the all access pass to the MTV Video Music Awards. VMAs, I'll tell you, when I was a kid, there was nothing bigger. This is the one that everybody cared about. I mean, it was like the generation, the Nickelodeon generation that was into the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards grew up and grew into the VMAs. So that sort of like a spectacle transitioned into that. At least that's how I view it. Anyway, let's go on a little bit. Uh-oh. Ad alert. Yeah. Unfortunately, we are in that time period where we have paid advertisements, blatantly paid advertisements in the pages of Mad Magazine. Here we have Alfred's wit and wisdom. If the road to hell is paved with good intentions, it must be a very short walk. Oh, I kind of get that. I don't like it, but I get it. The movie Grind, I don't remember this movie at all. Probably very forgettable. Uh-oh. Ooh, a Union Bay ad. Look at this. Hollywood backlot, photographed at Charlie Chaplin Studios, Hollywood, California. But he's on a couch. That could have been anywhere. That seems like a waste of money to me. Here we have the letters department. The letters department is broken up because of the advertisements. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's right. Another one. There is something that I want to check out. Two things, actually. One, here we have Mad Cemetery Snaps. Ooh, how delightfully macabre. Imagine our shock and awe when, within days of each other, we received cemetery snaps of legendary adversaries, Chicago crime boss Al Capone, buried in Mount Carmel Cemetery, Hillside, Illinois, and famed untouchable lawman Elliot Ness, buried in Lakeview Cemetery, Cleveland, Ohio. One stood for evil and corruption, the other fought for justice and order. But now both are buried deep in the cold, cold earth. This is an important and profound life lesson for children everywhere. Congrats to Kevin and Heather Daly of Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Cesar Campanaro of Willowick, Ohio, on their 1-year MAD subscriptions. That's fun. That's kind of fun. And then there's this. Back in issue number 431, we asked readers to tell us what they thought was wrong with Mad Missive writer Zach DeVito of Weston, Connecticut. To bring you up to date, Zach wrote in pointing out the minor mistakes in our satire of Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. So without further ado, here are a few of the better diagnoses of what ails dear Zach. Now, Mad does have a habit of doing this, especially in this time period. There's another one that had to do with wrestling that I remember, where there was like a back and forth between two readers that they kept publishing. I love this stuff. I think letters pages can be so much fun, especially when they're used for chaotic ends like this. Oh. Can we have 2 consecutive pages of Mad? Can we do that? No, probably not. This is actually I forgot I needed to stay zoomed in, but this is slightly disturbing. Look at this young man. This young man and his father. That must be it. Wait, let's read. This month's celebrity snaps are 2 infamous publishing giants. Porn impresario Larry Hustler Flint, sent in by Brian Shadd of Orville, Ohio, and a close friend of A Series of Unfortunate Events author Lemony Snicket, Daniel Handler, sent in by Rowan Russell of San Francisco, California. We're giving 3-year subscriptions to each of these readers. We look forward to getting free copies of Hustler and Lemony Snicket books sent to the Mad office. We just hope we'll be able to tell them apart. Anyway, pretty wild stuff. What is this? This looks like it could be a young me. Every once in a while. Anyway, we got to get moving. There's too much time on the letters. That's my problem. You guys, I spend like 10 minutes on the letters because letters are funny. I love the letters department. Here we have the fake tricks. Hold on. The fake tricks retarded. I'm just reading a title, guys. All right. This is The Matrix Reloaded, obviously, and Herman Mejia. Like, what's not to love about this man? Just truly one of the greatest. He's just so freaking great. Look at like how all of the Agent Smiths, right? They're all so unique, and yet it's the same person being drawn again and again. It looks like, I don't know, it's just great. So talented. And his painting, his use of light, tone, he's something special, okay? Look at these boobs. Like, come on, man. Herman's doing great. The Matrix Reloaded was garbage. But, you know, he's not responsible for the source material. But I really have zero interest. I watched that movie recently. It's just kind of a stinker. Here we have John Caldwell's The Better Bullies Back to School To-Do List. Here we go. Get better acquainted with the technology that's helping to bring bullying into the 21st century. If you don't give me your lunch money, this is a Photoshop image of what you're going to look like. You know, like now it's like not too far off, right? It was like, here's a photo of what you would look like if you were making out with the gym teacher. What do you think of that? An AI drew that for me. Mute my dang phone. Interview perspective, annoying suck-up sidekicks. I can do what you say the way the way that you say it. I can start tomorrow. Want to know why? Because you demand. You demand, dog. I'm gonna start you using that. Post your mission statement for the year. Be sure that every day another skankwad spends quality time in my locker. It's important to have goals. Initiate look the other way negotiations with the slacker loser school bus driver. What? I don't see nobody bleeding profusely. Hey, bullying is a serious thing, though, okay, guys? We shouldn't make light of it. This is something I love right here. First off, Drew Friedman. Drew Friedman is the artist. Butch D'Ambrosio. D'Ambrosio? That sounds like a fake name. If you weren't around back in the day, if you didn't go to a lot of parties, you might not know this, but like one of the funnest, coolest things you could do was to, at tables, like at weddings, put several disposable cameras. Because this is the time before cell phones. This is the time before digital cameras. Well, actually, digital cameras had come out, but they were still very expensive, and film was still a big thing. And you would be at the party and poop, 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 and then you get them developed, and it was so much fun. It was like one of the best party, favors of my childhood was having those. So these are disposable camera bar mitzvah photos that didn't make the album. One of the parking valets telling Dr. Klein he just backed into his Jaguar. Over-the-shoulder shot of the terrible caricaturist. And proof. The bar mitzvah boy scared out of his wits that he's never going to see 14. He's doing the chair thing, whatever that's called. The Berg family already planning how to one-up this party when their 8-year-old turns 13. I've never been to a bar mitzvah. I was always, the way they're portrayed in pop culture, always kind of jealous because they always seemed like pretty sick parties. Are they really like that? Are they really, like, do they go all out and spend so much money? The rabbi's hairy ear. Dude, it's funny now because I don't have hairy ears, but it's coming. I know it. I feel them every once in a while. I pull them out, throw them in the garbage. Think I'm beating it. Uh-oh. What the hell? Ad alert. Yeah, that's right. Another Zit Cream ad. How great is Drew Friedman, though? Golly. Now, here's the thing. I have yet for a single person to argue against my feeling about this, that this is an ad. It's when the Hulk was released. It's taking beats from the story of the Hulk. Like, it's not David Banner they're talking about. It's not like the old TV show. It's the movie, The Hulk. Like this, he's fucking with tanks. That might actually just be a scene from the movie, to be honest. Uh-oh. Another one. Holy smokes. So anyway, it's kind of crazy. Here we have the Garbage Pail Kids. Green gum and gross stickers. They've just kept making them. And now they're all like holographic ones. How are we doing on time? Hard to tell. Here, when American-style political campaigning catches on in Iraq, it's morning in Tikrit. Vote Ron Al Reagan. It's morning in America. Elect Shiite Mullah Khalid Abu. Let's move Iraq into the 12th century. Are you better off now than you were 3,000 years ago? Elect Usama Mamdouh. Usama Mamdouh. Vote the People's Looting Party, taking back our country, one chair, vase, and TV set. at a time. It is kind of amusing that it's like, it's like, Iraq, we're invading them and destroying their nation, occupying them for well over a decade, and then leaving it in shambles, like this ungovernable mess, like so many other countries. Kind of bummer. Sorry, guys. Anyway, the Gamer's Guide to Functioning in the Real World. Hey, Game Boy, it's time. I got to read this just so we understand what it's about. Hey, Game Boy, it's time for you to put down your memory cards, cheat codes, and oversized Xbox controllers. Yup, as painful as it is, it's time to make at least a half-hearted attempt to have an actual experience in the actual world. You know, the one outside your television screen. What's that, you say? You've been gaming so long you don't remember how to function out there? Well, fear not, you indolent dweeb. It's for your benefit that we provide the Gamer's Guide to Functioning in the Real World. You would think that the makers of MAD would recognize the whole, like the connection between MAD being scapegoated for like destroying children and video games being scapegoated for destroying children. Should you find yourself in a swimming pool when the ladder is removed, relax. It doesn't point to a plot by someone to kill you. If you're seriously injured, seek medical attention from a healthcare professional. Merely touching the first aid kit with a big red cross on it will not be sufficient. Here we have, well, it's also Tom Bunk. His artwork on this is just fantastic. Carrying a revolver, shotgun, Luger, pistol, sniper rifle, anti-aircraft rocket launcher at the same time is virtually impossible. And even if you could, it would result in an unbearably painful hernia. That is actually true. There's a limit to the number of weapons that you can carry. Here we have Monroe and the Big Apple, Part 3. Now, you might not know this, but I'm skipping Monroe. Not because I don't like it, quite the opposite. I love Monroe. But Potter's EB podcast with Kyle Bridget and I, we are going through every single episode, what would you call it? Every single comic in the series of Monroe. So check out Potter's EB podcast. And our next episode, we are going to be doing the latest Monroe. Here's the senseless coupons. You know those like circular ads that just appear in your mailbox? Oh, they just go right into the garbage for me. I have considered, like, maybe I'm throwing away money. Finally, a bubble gum for my dog. Dog Blow, flavored bubble gum for dogs. 6 fun flavors to choose from: rawhide, table scraps, antifreeze, rotted meat, spearmint, poinsettia, expensive shoe leather. Here we have, I'm going to zoom in on some of these. I haven't used my zoom function. Imitation squirrel meat, a seasoned blend of chipmunk, possum, and vole. Minimum 25% chipmunk. But like, I'll be honest, I've eaten squirrel, guys. It's not that bad. Recommended by squirrels nationwide, especially that big, fat, sassy one in the tree next door. Oh, that's imitation squirrel meat. I do, like, squirrel meat's not bad. I'm going to be honest with you. Save 75% when you purchase one 6-ounce package of Inbred Valley Squirrel, SKWIRL, imitation squirrel meat. Squirrel loaf. Here we have the Octo Smooth shaving system. You'd have to put your face in the meat slicer at your local delicatessen for a quicker, more accurate shave. Unlike traditional razors, which work only atop the uppermost epidermal layer, Octosmooth's patented shaving system removes stubble, blackheads, ingrown hairs, burrowing mites, and monkeypox sores well below the skin's surface. And this is so disgusting. Sheer toilet paper, the tissue that removes unwanted hair as you wipe. Um, let's see. It's hard to read this red. Powerful chemical depilatory starts to soften and dissolve hair instantly. Unique microscopic cheese grater surface grabs hair, pulls it out by the roots. Just wipe in a firm downward motion and discard. How disgusting. Sheer toilet paper. That's horrifying. Here we have the safety instructions for reading MAD magazine. Here we have the differences between Hogwarts and your school. Two artists on this, Amanda Connor doing all the hard Hogwarts artwork. She's had quite a few appearances in MAD magazine and went on to a very successful career at DC Comics, doing a lot of like Harley Quinn. I think she's drawn a lot of. She's pretty good at like the cheesecake style. So good for her, you know. Hogwarts students are taught how to use Wingardium Leviosa spell to lift the heaviest objects. Your school, nothing can budge a 240-pound backpack. Book bag. Anyway. Hogwarts, when Harry sees a dot appear on his Marauder's map, he knows it's just seconds until the person it represents arrives. Seeing a blue dot appear means someone brand new will be arriving in 7 months. You'll also be missing half of 9th grade. Hogwarts, Harry Potter's father and his friends had the ability to transform into wild animals. Your school, lots of dads have that ability and show it off at school sporting events. Oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't even register this at first. This is Bill Ray. Look at that's the one that really tipped it off. Holy smokes, that's awesome. When Harry Potter and Cedric Diggory each touch a handle of the Triwizard's Cup, they're propelled through a dimensional vortex of wind and swirling color. Your school, I don't know what any of that shit just meant. The kids are shuttled through at top speed even if they don't acquire certain minor skills, such as being able to read. Anyway, I don't know. This is okay. Here we have The Spy vs. Spy by Peter Kuper. Take a picture with your mind. All right. How well will you do freshman year of college? I think I got to keep poking through this because we're getting close to the end of our time. This is artist Kevin Pope, though, and Kevin Pope did the art for Desmond Devlin's. Oh, shoot, why can't I remember it? Melvin and Jenkins. That's what it was. He did the artwork for Melvin and Jenkins, one of the all-time great. Anti-tobacco ad is still an ad. Sorry, guys. Tobacco is wacko. If you're a teen. If you're not a teen, it's cool as hell. America's 60-hour work week up close. Who is this dude? Bob Stake. I feel like this is all Bob Stake gets to do. That's not true, obviously, but he does so many of these where he gets like these minuscule panels that just fill up an entire page. I feel like he's also done it for like breaking down minute by minute television shows or, you know, reality TV shows or things like that. He has a cool style. It's fun. But I wonder why he has to do that all the time. Now, this is the Tom Bunk stuff that I really wanted to examine because it's a lot more detail. I kind of like it more when he works in black and white. It just works a little bit better, in my opinion. Snippets of cell phone conversations we'd love to hear the rest of. I didn't realize you could do that in a soup kitchen. You can't fault a man who marries a woman with a wooden leg. I'm telling you, I can't make love when Ron Popeil is on the TV. Keep telling you, Leonardo da Vinci is dead. Yeah, I've been to Mardi Gras. What do you mean? I'm in a Girls Gone Wild video. It's true. I was sitting right there at the cafe when she lost her virginity. I always said the petting zoo had too many rules. If it keeps passing out, then you're doing it wrong. Actually, there was this nothing. Never mind. I can't tell that story. MAD's all access pass to the MTV Video Music Awards. I don't know. Like, who is this artist? Jack Syracuse. I mean, it's nice that they try something different, like bringing this in, but for whatever reason, it's not like, I don't know. I think I liked it more when I was a kid, but now it's like not a huge fan. But yeah. Anyway, this is making fun of a lot of those people. Like, look at there's Gwyneth Paltrow, there's Jack Osborne, there's 50 Cent. You claim to be 50 Cent's biggest fan. Now's your chance to ask him one question. Yo, 50, which is it? Bulletproof boxers or bulletproof briefs? Golly, can I read? I can't. You know that. Look at that same old joke being trotted out. Like, this is 2003, so like 10 years later. I think people probably still make that joke. Wow, look at how many of the biggest female pop stars are here tonight. Christina Aguilera, Alicia Keys, Britney Spears, Janet Jackson, Mariah Carey. It's amazing that one thing unites them all. The love of making music? No, being romantically linked. JT, Justin Timberlake. Anyway, I don't know. It's okay. It's, ad alert for the Gravity Games. And of course, as you would expect from me, the true mad gentleman, that is a mad fold-in that's not folded. And here we go. Of course, we have to have another ad alert because of the Magic the Gathering advertisement on the back cover. Oh my goodness. My GERD is acting up, and you know what that means. It's time to say goodbye. So remember, guys, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. Best way to support this channel. Thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.